Hello there everybody, I've got 3 driving test reports for us today to analyse. The first 2 the person didn't pass and the third one they did pass. So it's the same person on all 3 of them, and we'll talk about the gaps in between the driving tests and how important that is at the same time. If you're new to the channel, by the way, click on that subscribe button, and if you're liking this video, give it a thumbs up. Let's get looking at them reports. So we've got 3 driving test reports on the screen. On the left is the first test, in the middle of the second test, and the third one's the final test. And they're all quite close together. The first one's on February the 8th, the second one's on 22nd of February, and the third one's 10th of March. So the person's done really well to get them quite close together. So let me run through the first one on the left. They've got 3 driving faults at the bottom, 2 in the same category, so that's something you've got to keep an eye on because it'll keep reoccurring if you don't, and 1 on its own. So the first one on its own is necessary signals, which means that you need to tell people your intentions, whether it be left or right at a junction, whether it be on a roundabout going round turn right, telling them you're going right, whether it be approaching a roundabout, telling them you're going to go left or right, whether it be approaching a junction, telling them you're going left or right. So if the signal comes off, reset it back on, or it could be that the person's forgot to put a signal on when they've gone to do something. So that's probably the reason there. The use of speed 2 times, so it's happened twice, and that is just going slightly over the speed limit and then bringing it back down straight away. And if you get to 4, it's usually a series at that point, but it's got 2, so just one of the things you keep an eye on. And then the series fault was for junctions. So I don't know the exact situation what's cropped up, but usually if you come to a junction you should be doing right, left, right is the minimum, and if you can't see, you should be slowing down and giving way and then rechecking again. Now if you approach a junction and you're approaching it, you're rushing and you're thinking you're going right, left, right, but there's a few parked cars, then you really should be thinking, let's slow down and stop. And if you do pull out and there's a car and you're right or left approaching that's close, you're going to get some kind of fault, whether it be a driving fault, or in this situation it could be a serious fault. So the person's got a serious fault, which means even though they've done really well with 3 driving faults, they've got a serious which has failed the test. But when they took the second test, which was quite close together again, so it's only a few weeks later, they've improved from the previous one. So they've still got 1 driving fault, which is an improvement on the first one, so they've got used to speed again, so they're going a little bit over speed limit a little bit. And they've got 1 series for judgment meeting situation, so the person got really close to passing, which they did on the first time as well. And the meeting situations is they've misjudged the oncoming car, and maybe they've gone round a parked car and they force the oncoming car to stop. That's my look on things like that when you're judging oncoming cars. Or it could be they've misread the oncoming car. They think the other car's let them go, and by the time they've pulled off, the other car's moving through. But it's usually forcing the oncoming car to stop. That gets serious. And then the final one, which is on March 10th, same area, Portsmouth. They passed this one and they got 2 faults, which is still a great result. 2 faults is fantastic. But what's interesting here is what they've got the faults for. Now, the appropriate speed, 1 fault, is keeping on the speed a little bit more and making sure, because of the 2 previous tests where you've been going over speed limit a little bit, you're just keeping on it a bit more to not make the same mistake. So you're going under the speed limit a little bit too much on 1 situation, which is nothing to worry about. And then the progress under hesitation is same sort of thing. That could be at a junction about to pull out, so that could be remembering what happened on your first test, which is picking up a series for junctions. So you're making sure that you could be not taking any risks, so you're waiting a little bit longer than what you could be at a junction, or it could be you're waiting a little bit too long at a roundabout. But overall, 2 driving test reports is fantastic results. So well done to that person. Good progress from the 3 test reports, and safe driving on the roads. If this has helped you to understand the driving test reports, then give it a thumbs up. Take care, everybody.